It has, more similarities than you think.
When class is over, Shannon Clancy closes her books and hits the mats. And Andy Grayson holds the national title for America Beach Cats. And in Nantucket Village, all appears quiet, but that's only on the outside.
The Nantucket basketball's hard scrapping on the floor. Take it to them. All right? Any questions? All right, let's go. Come on.
High school sports help keep Nantucket Island hopping during the winter. In fact, it's just about the only show in town.
For a lot of students, sports is the only activity, extracurricular activity there is. And without it, there wouldn't be much to do.
They may be alone out here, but they're not strangers to winning. In the past decade, the Nantucket High School Whalers have built a winning basketball program. And their football team won the small school Massachusetts championship in 1980.
Football's definitely been the dominant sport here, and now basketball's starting to show its potential. A lot of people start to respect the program here. Thanks to Coach Thomas, he's brought this program a long way.
It's just a group of kids that are special to me, and I think they're special to the town because the town appreciates how far this program has come.
How far it's come is nothing compared with how far it has to go just to get to games. Most of Nantucket's basketball games are off-island, and they fly to every one of them.
There's nothing really new. We've been going away. Any game you want to play that you've been playing competitively, 7th and 8th grade, all the way through high school, you always had to go away.
It takes a squadron of 3 9-seaters to wing the varsity and JV off to their games. A lot of opponents playing on the island come in the same way.
Maintain visual success justified. Right turn approved. Clear the technical.
I've been flying ever since I was really little, and that's what I want to do when I grow up, so it's something that hasn't really bothered me.
Nothing's ever happened to me. I've flown with my father since I was 3 or 4 years old. We've been traveling back and forth. He used to take me to McDonald's, so I mean, but if you didn't like to fly, you'd be really caught here because you wouldn't be able to get away unless you want to take the boat, which is a 2.5-hour ride.
Okay, let's go that then. 7:45 out of Annis, and then 8:30 out of New Bedford on Monday.
That's 3 aircraft, right?
That's correct.
The guy responsible for all this has the title athletic director, but Vito Capizzo is more like a travel agent.
We're talking a vicinity between $50,000 and $55,000 a year. That includes airfare and buses on the other side also.
Which is about 4 times what the average school on the mainland has to spend for
I would say probably more like 6 times.
Vito's system works. As head football coach, he's been able to fill a couple of trophy cabinets, and he's not shy about his unique home island advantage.
It's the only show in town, and we hope that the weather is rough, so those people have to get on the bus at 6:30 in the morning, catch a 9:30 ferry, get here at 12, play at 1:30, and go back that night. It's pretty rough, Chris.
In the days before flight, Nantucket High offered only basketball and football. Today, there are 12 sports, including gymnastics and weightlifting. Today's game is just an island hop away to Martha's Vineyard. It's a natural rivalry, almost as old as Cain and Abel, and almost as nasty.
Oh, no love at all. No love lost between us two.
Some of the Martha's Vineyard fans look like they contracted a case of Purple Island fever.
You're going to win!
But this game would be over in the second quarter. The Whalers in the dark jerseys got offense from several of their key players and applied full-court pressure to crush the Vineyarders by 30 points. This winter, the rivalry would leave a bitter taste on the Vineyard. The great thing about growing up on an island, of course, is that you've got the beach here. You can go sailing and windsurfing and water skiing. The only problem is you have to be a member of the Polar Bear Club to try that stuff on Nantucket 7 months out of the year. That, plus the fact there's only one movie theater in town, doesn't leave the high school students with a lot of activities for their free time. They do without a lot of other things on the rock. In the winter, there are no pizza places, not one fast food restaurant, not even an outdoor basketball court.
And here, you don't have the opportunities to go to a different field of study. If you wanted to go on like becoming like camp business or television. I mean, there's not that many opportunities down here.
I usually look forward to the gymnastics season. It's my best season. And there's not really much to do here in the winter besides sports.
One of the students' favorite pastimes in any season is to head for the beach in four-wheel drive trucks. There's no pipeline to the island, so gasoline and life's other essentials arrive by boat, weather permitting.
Yeah, the winter used to get cold and the harbor would freeze. And sometimes you wouldn't get any supplies like milk and everything.
This ferry couldn't get through?
Right.
The differences in attending school on an island are especially obvious to senior Maurice Anderson. He lived on the south side of Chicago until his junior year.
It's like if I leave the house in Chicago, it's like I can just go out and like hang out, you know, but here it's like if you leave the house, it's like you're going to the store and then back home, you know, back into the house.
Like most students at Nantucket High, sports are important to Maurice, and that helped him fit in.
Because I like to talk to people, you know, and since everyone sees that I'm a nice person or whatever when I'm talking to them, everyone just, I just fit in with everyone. So. Virginia, could you write down Jen Cooper, Terry, and Kate?
The students also keep busy by squeezing social events in between the games. The senior class has just about wrapped up plans for its masquerade dance.
Chaperones, if anybody likes to ask their parents, like I know you don't like your parents there, but you learn to find things to do and excel in like academics and athletics.
Oh, I believe that's, you know, that's a benefit to us because the kids are tight. And I think if you're tight outside the school, that family atmosphere kind of rubs off on your team.
Togetherness is paying off for this year's basketball team. They've been near the top of their league all season.
You can go ahead and hop on in and just fill in towards the front.
The flight back to the Rock is a lot easier to take when you're taking another victory home with you, and when you know you're going back with a special group of friends.
Here I feel better about myself, you know, and do more things to people. There's a lot of people you can talk to here.
There is a drawback to flying to your away games and having the visiting teams fly in. When the weather gets like this, the game is in deep trouble, just like the Whalers game this afternoon. In fact, our flight up from Nantucket is in deep trouble, so we're just going to have to stay here stranded for the rest of the show. To be honest, we're going to stay here anyway, but I didn't have to tell you that. Coming up next, the story of one of the best junior golfers in America, who's also a pretty good basketball player. But first, a look at our top 10 basketball teams in the country.
Employment training, better known as the State Employment Office.